The 2025 MotoGP season is unfolding, and one name continues to echo through every corner: Marc Marquez. The dominance he is showing is not just about winning races. It has reached a level where his rivals have completely lost direction, to the point that MotoGP legend Casey Stoner has spoken out. On the other side of the garage, things couldn't be more different. His teammate, Francesco Bagnaia, is drowning in frustration. A string of disappointing results has pushed him past his limit. He now demands answers from Ducati because his patience has completely run out. This is the story of two extremes within the same team: Marquez's insane domination and Bagnaia's deep crisis. Chapter 1. Marquez's domination is simply insane. From the very start of the season, Marc Marquez has looked like a rider from another planet. Every time he hits the track, from free practice to the main race, his pace is consistent, sharp, and almost untouchable. Once he takes the lead, it feels like the race is already over. Rivals are left battling each other behind him, never close enough to challenge. The numbers speak louder than words. In the last 10 races, Marquez has secured 8 victories and 2 podium finishes. That means he has barely stepped off the rostrum all season. Statistics that make his dominance feel unreal. The rider from Cervera, Spain, has created a gap so wide, the rest of the MotoGP grid can do nothing but watch from a distance. Chapter 2. Casey Stoner speaks out. This extraordinary domination has finally caught the attention of Casey Stoner. The Australian legend, who knows exactly what it's like to tame a Ducati Desmosedici, was present at the Austrian GP in Red Bull Ring. Stoner, the 2007 world champion with Ducati, did not hold back his praise for Marquez. "I think Marc is doing an outstanding job this year. He's dominating at a very difficult time because all the bikes are now so similar and riders can't show their full abilities," Stoner said. This was not empty praise. Stoner understands that in today's MotoGP era, machinery is almost identical. Technology is restricted. Setups are limited. The real difference lies in the rider. And Marquez has proven beyond doubt that he is that difference. Stoner added, "Marc is doing things no other rider can. He is the most talented rider on the grid, and this year, he will be incredibly hard to beat." Simple words, but they carry weight, especially from a man like Stoner, who once ruled with Ducati. Chapter 3. Rivals left helpless. When it comes to challengers, so far none have been able to stop Marquez. Francesco Bagnaia, a 2-time world champion, has struggled badly with the Desmosedici GP25. Fabio Di Gianantonio, riding for Pertamina Enduro VR46, also hasn't found consistency. Rookie sensation Pedro Acosta has shown flashes of brilliance, but even he has learned that once Marquez takes the lead, the fight is over. Fermin, Aldeguer, Jorge Martin, Marco Bezzecchi, they've all tried, but eventually had to admit defeat. It's as if Marquez is playing chess, while everyone else is still learning how to move the pieces. Chapter 4. Stoner's harsh advice. But Stoner didn't just praise Marquez. He also delivered a sharp message to the rest of the grid. Right now, everyone is struggling, searching for a magic solution that doesn't really exist. Sometimes riders need to look inside themselves, adapt, and evolve. If they're only looking for something special in the bike, they won't find it. In other words, the problem is not just the machine. The real problem is the riders themselves. And that's Stoner's strongest point. Marquez isn't dominating simply because of Ducati, but because he has unlocked something no one else has. Chapter 5. Bagnaia's growing crisis. But for Bagnaia, Marquez's teammate, the story is painfully different. His 8th place finish at the Austrian GP became the breaking point of his patience. At first, Bagnaia made a decent start, but as the laps went by, his pace vanished. Pedro Acosta overtook him. Then Fermin Aldeguer passed him, and Bagnaia had no response. If during the sprint race the blame was directed at Michelin, this time Bagnaia openly demanded answers from Ducati. "I gave everything, yet I only finished 8th. Last year, with the same lap time, I would have won. That means the potential is there. But for some reason, the bike just isn't working for me," Bagnaia said with clear frustration. He went even further, revealing that ever since pre-season, he has never felt truly comfortable with the Desmosedici GP25. And the situation hasn't improved at all. Today, I couldn't accelerate. Everyone overtook me on corner exits. I want Ducati to explain this to me because my patience is gone. Strong words from a rider usually known for his composure. Chapter 6: Ducati's internal tension. This is the storm now brewing inside the Ducati Lenovo garage. On one side, Marc Marquez is flying high, taking victory after victory. On the other, Francesco Bagnaia is sinking, losing confidence, and publicly demanding answers. Imagine the atmosphere. One side of the garage celebrating glory, while the other sits in silence, with anger on his face. This is not just about results. This is about politics, pressure, and Ducati's long-term future. Will Ducati throw its full support behind Marquez, their unstoppable weapon? Or will they fight to restore balance, to protect Bagnaia, the rider who once brought them world championships? Chapter 7: Impact on the championship. In the championship standings, Bagnaia's struggles have cost him dearly. He now trails Alex Marquez by 55 points. Meanwhile, Marc Marquez continues to stretch his lead at the top, making the title race look more and more one-sided. This sets the stage for Marc to potentially secure his 9th world championship. As for Bagnaia, his chances are slipping away, unless Ducati finds an urgent solution. For rivals like Acosta, Martin, and Bezzecchi, the challenge is no longer just about closing the points gap. It's about breaking the aura of invincibility that Marquez has built week after week. And so, this is the contrast in MotoGP 2025. Marc Marquez, the rider who seems to have found a cheat code, dominating the grid without mercy. And Francesco Bagnaia, the former champion who now feels trapped, desperate, and running out of patience. The big question now is this: will Marquez's insane domination continue until the very end of the season, with no one able to stop him? Or will Ducati's internal conflict explode into a turning point, changing the course of the 2025 World Championship? One thing is certain: this drama is far from over. Cheik In GP will continue to follow this story, to see how far Marc Marquez's domination can go, and how long Francesco Bagnaia's patience can last.